Here's what to do if you're arrested for a domestic violence charge in California. What happens first is you go to jail. Typically, you will stay there either until you have a court hearing within 2 days, or if you post a bail amount, you can get released from custody sooner and have a future court hearing. The immediate thing that happens to you after you get released or during the time you're incarcerated is that you will be given what's known as a TRO, which is a temporary restraining order. These are typically required by police to give to any person that is arrested for a domestic violence charge. This is important because that TRO is in place for 7 days. So imagine a scenario where you get arrested for a domestic violence charge, you get bailed out by your significant other, but the police put on this TRO. What that means is that if that person tries to pick you up from jail, you're already in violation of that TRO, which means that you can be thrown back in jail and get a new criminal charge. You have to make sure that if you are served with that temporary restraining order, that you have no contact with the alleged victim or your significant other until it is expired. Once it expires, you can have contact again, but not during the time. Now, if it's a scenario where the two parties are separating for good, then that person can take that TRO to court and get a permanent restraining order against you. And that becomes a civil matter that you have to deal with, in addition to the domestic violence case. Now, whether you're cited or bailed out of jail, at some point in time, you'll have a future court hearing that you have to attend. During that time that you bail out of jail is the immediate time you need to start finding a lawyer to represent you. You need someone to speak to you, to help you and prepare. Because in some counties, for example, Riverside County, whenever you go to your first hearing on a domestic violence charge, the judges, by law, will issue a criminal protective order, meaning that you can't have any contact with your significant other. So even if it's been 2 months since the incident, even if you're getting counseling or help for whatever caused this issue, they are still going to try and separate you. But if you contact a lawyer after you get released from custody, that lawyer can work with you. They can go to court with you and they can explain to the judge why a restraining order is not in the best interest. They can also bring in the alleged victim, allow her to have a saying, and also have you as the client attend classes to make yourself look good to help justify why a judge should not give you a criminal protective order while your case is pending.